Hello, my name's Mr Ridgewell and I'm going to be your class teacher next year in Picasso class at Southway Junior School. Like you, I'm joining Southway in September as a new member of staff, and I can't wait to get to know the school together with you guys, and hopefully we can help each other out a little bit. I just wanted to share with you the first chapter of one of my favourite books, Mr Penguin and the Lost Treasure by Alex T. Smith. So I'm going to read to you the first chapter. Okay? Chapter 1. All Adventures Considered. It was 10:32 on a Monday morning, and Mr Penguin was twirling about slowly on his Swizzly office chair and flipping the end of his beak with a crab stick. He was bored. Today was his first day being a professional adventurer, but it wasn't quite going to plan. Yesterday, he'd placed an advertisement in the local newspaper, and he'd thought that today his telephone would be ringing its head off from the moment he flipped the close sign on his office door over to open at 9 a.m. It was supposed to have been non-stop adventures. People ringing up with mysteries for him to solve, missing diamonds to find, jungles to run through under a shower of poison-tipped darts, and certain death to very much be avoided. That sort of thing was always going on in Mr Penguin's favourite adventure books, which had given him the idea to be an adventurer in the first place. But this hadn't been the case at all. His telephone had sat tight-lipped and silent. The only noise was the squeak, squeak, squeak of the office chair as it twirled round, and the low, dreary hum of the fan on the ceiling of Mr Penguin's igloo. This really isn't good enough, thought Mr Penguin, trying not to look at all the unpaid bills pinned to his notice board. Setting himself up as an adventurer had been a very expensive business indeed. His special hat with the arrow through it and the selection of rather jazzy bow ties had cost a fortune. And the rent for this igloo was astronomical. All that was left in his piggy bank was a bit of fluff and a paperclip, and the fish finger sandwich in his refrigerator was his very last packed lunch. If he didn't get an adventuring job soon, there would be no more fish fingers, no more crab sticks, and a lot more grumbly noises coming from his tummy. It would mean packing up all his belongings into his battered old suitcase and hopping onto the first boat back to the frozen south. Mr Penguin shuddered at the memories of stomach-churning waves and icy winds. "What I need," he said, "is for that phone to ring and for there to be a jolly exciting adventure on the other end." The words were hardly out of his beak when, would you believe it, the telephone did ring, and it rang very loudly. Ring, ring! That's the end of chapter 1. I look forward to reading chapter 2 and the rest of this story to you guys in September when we meet at Southway Junior School. Until then, I hope you have a very, very enjoyable summer and you stay safe, and I'll see you in September. Bye-bye.